Thought I did.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check, 47. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They begin the drive with Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down?
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 17, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers, you
Throw the fucking ball.
And he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football...
Bro, this nigga not even holding the block for long, bro. Come on.
It's really
let them niggas come to me.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Wentz going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 23-yard run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And a big one.
Just let the motherfucker sack me, bro. Blah!
Fletcher Cox. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh shit, Bob, I'm just not seeing this, man. What's good, Drew? I was a fucking pissed off, man. I don't know. Man.
Yellow.
Why?
On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Yeah, very, you got PlayStation or
Xbox? As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Man better get his shit together next
year.
year.
Extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, fuck. I might go out of bounds. Yep.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Thanks for the sub,
yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down LA. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give me that.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Come on, bro. You got to hold your block, man. You can't just run into the nigga.
At the line of
Come on,
man.
man.
And he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He literally just ran
run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
What?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Damn, I got 100 yards passing
already.
already.
Quarter for them throwing the football.
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
What? I'm not. I was waiting on the Dookies to get posted to me.
Yellow! Let's go, Lou, lady! Pick it up. Hey, watch it. Check this.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Yellow! Let's go, lady! Here we go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
What the fuck, bro?
This one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Switch gears.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They got him in. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ricky. 556.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Going up top for Kupp. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Attack! Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive.
Gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 180. 56. Mike, 56. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Win championship, baby.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out.
Get it. There you go.
The Chiefs.
Shit.
So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Attack!
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Bro, it's still fucking doing it. Like I bought a controller.
That one fell incomplete.
It's still fucking doing it.
The best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a cheap.
Bro, it's still fucking doing it. So I know it's not my controllers.
Damian Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights.
Hey, anybody else had that problem where they can select a play?
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up set.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds
y'all
to
hit this
play
up,
in
but
the
if y'all new to the
first
stream,
half.
and drop a like for me, man.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
56. Mike, 56.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, LA.
Whatever, man.
Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Back to mine, back to mine.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go, Brown.
Gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yo,
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Bitch is first and goal. What the fuck you talking about?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15. Exit. Here we go. 58, 58.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's gone. He's letting it fly. It got his man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. They're going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No, I was looking to see when it started raining.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Oh, come here.
He is met quickly
on that, man.
in the
Let's go.
backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
2 for 66. Hey, 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. Block 20. Check 56. Don't get nervous. Check 50. Check 50. Now you want. Shell. Smooth.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
Come on, man.
They're going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball through, and react to it very quickly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, box drop.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. On the line. Here we go. Check out. Let's go, baby. Okay.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run.
Nobody
And
like man, so
now for third. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Hello?
After the interception, here's gone. And Woods has
No, I'm playing the game at Madden watching TV.
What is your
pick up on the pitch and catch? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Obama. Check 24. Check 24.
Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. Then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
And Gurley on 1st down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 56. Check 56. Coming to you. Check 26. Check 26.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow. I've got Lil Wayne. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight.
On 2nd down, Williams. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Go.
To throw is Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Natson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Kel. Let's go. Hey, seam 6. 53. Hey, that QB's trapped.
Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, Lim. 53's mine. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, wahoo. 53. Hardball.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
What's good, Mike? I know, man. That was a little tough one, you know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, check this out. I'm about to get off. I'm gonna be back on later. I don't know what time, but I'm gonna be back on today. So I'm gonna take my little break, you know. I know I've been on for a little while, but I'm sorry that I gotta go. But you know, but I promise you I will be back later on. Probably I don't know what time, but I'm about to be back on later for sure. But look, check this out, man. Y'all hit that sub button if y'all new to the stream. Y'all drop a like for me, man. We on the road to 200, man. We're getting close, man. I know it's gonna take a little while, but it's all gonna pay off once I make it. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, I'm gonna be back on later. You know. Yeah, let's go.